Hi, Sheridan Webb here from the Training Designers Club, which is the place to go for practical L&D support, especially if you work on your own. And today I have a really quick musing for you. And you know what? I've got to be honest with you, I can't remember what triggered this thought, but I wrote it down immediately because I thought I have to capture that. And it's the difference between being able to do something and feeling able to do something. And they are massive. And I wondered if it came across because I was researching how to do something on the internet, as we all do. However, having looked at the steps involved, having read up on it, I thought, okay, logically, I know what I'm doing, but I just don't feel that I want to go and put that straight into practice because it still seems like there's quite a lot of risk attached if things go wrong. And if you think about it, we train a lot of things where there is a big difference between knowing what to do and feeling that you are able to put that into practice. So things like having difficult conversations, for example, is a classic, I think, where we can trot out the things that we need to think about, the steps that we need to go through, how to structure that conversation. But just because we know how to do it doesn't necessarily mean we feel that we are ready to do it. And I think that's one of the differences between pure online learning and live training. I think online learning can be so very helpful. It's come on so much in the last 10 years and it definitely has a place in the L&D world. It's fantastic for teaching knowledge and it can definitely support in the teaching of the skills. But what I think online learning doesn't do, it doesn't really tackle that mindset issue. So yeah, okay, logically, I know I can do something, but I don't feel I can. I don't believe I can. So there's a lot of work to do there because you haven't got that personal, that live interaction. You haven't got that opportunity for the discussion and to unpack all of those challenges. And of course, the other thing that it lacks is the practice, particularly the practice with feedback. I know a lot of good online courses will allow you to submit work, they'll submit examples, and you can get feedback on some sort of courses, which is brilliant. But there's nothing quite like getting in the moment feedback where you can just make a tweak and you can go again immediately. And it's that repetition, isn't it? It's that practicing in a safe environment that allows us to marry what our head says. Our head says, yeah, come on, you know what to do, with what our heart says. It's like, I don't feel ready. Because when we've actually gone through that logical, emotional, practical experience, we're much more likely to apply things. So I think my musing today is just think about if people aren't applying what you're teaching them, maybe it's not to do with the training. Maybe the training is fine. Maybe you've taught them everything they can know about it. Maybe it's about mindset. Maybe it's about having the opportunity to practice. And of course, that's why master is so important. I keep coming back to master all the time. If this is something that you are unfamiliar with, I urge you to find out about it. I do have a very, very low cost resource on the website that you can check out, and it will revolutionize your training if you don't follow it already. And even if you do, you might not know you're following it, and then you will know why certain things that you design work so much better than other things. So anyway, I'm going into a whole new realm now, so I will leave it there. So just think about the difference between knowledge, what someone actually can do and what they believe they can do, and in order to aid the transfer of learning, make sure you're addressing both. And with that, I will leave you. Make sure you check out the website www.trainingdesignersclub.co.uk for loads of free and low cost resources to make your training design quicker, easier and less stressful.